good morning. So today I am going to start a new chapter. After vacation you are going to get this video. So definitely now you have to start for your P2 syllabus. In your P2 syllabus 2 lessons are there. The first chapter I have already completed. Before your exam I have sent all the videos, study material, everything. So today lesson 16 water, that is going to be started, and today's topic is distribution of water in the earth. We don't have to say about the importance of water. Very small child also know the importance of water in his life. Without water we cannot survive, especially human being cannot survive. We drink water. That water is used for various internal purposes, for digestion, for excretion, for transportation. All kind of systems need water. With the help of water these processes are possible, and water helps to maintain our body temperature at a moderate rate. So that is also very important for us. Other than the inside biological activities, we need it for other purposes also. In your daily life you use water for cooking, for washing utensils, washing clothes, cleaning purposes. You have plants in your house, you everyday give water to the plants. So there are numerous uses of water that you know very well. Other than human organism, other living organism also need water. Without water, plants cannot survive. Plants are the only living organism which can make their own food by their own. And what are the raw material for making the food? Water and carbon dioxide. Plants take water from the soil through the roots, and it takes carbon dioxide from the air. And with the help of sunlight and chlorophyll, water and carbon dioxide combine to produce carbohydrate, that is the food of the plant. And we all, other than plant, each and every living organism depend upon plant to survive. That means directly or indirectly our food we are getting from the plant. So you can think that what is the use of water. On the earth crust, among all the planets, earth is the only planet where the amount of water present is enough for the survival of living organism. Now you know that from the very junior classes you are learning 3/4 of the earth surface is covered with water and 1/4 is covered with land. 3/4 means nearly 71% of surface of the earth crust is covered with water. What if total surface is 100%? Out of that 71% is water. But is it possible to use that 71% of water for our own purposes? If we would have been used that amount of water, then we never used to find water crisis. But nowadays you are listening a word, water crisis. That means shortage of water is there. So if this much of amount of water is present on the surface of earth, why there is shortage of water? Why we are unable to get proper amount of water? Actually, out of that 71% of water, maximum amount of water is not suitable for us to be used. Because the amount of water present on the surface of earth, maximum amount is saline. That means dissolved salt is present in the water, and that water is of no use for us. So which water we can use, that I am going to say here. So out of the total water, 97.4% of water is saline water. Suppose the total amount of water is taken as 100%. So out of that 100%, 97.4% of water is saline water. So 100 minus 97.4 is what? 2.6%. If I round it, I will get 3%. So I can say that 2.6 or 3%, this is the fresh water. Fresh water means dissolved salt is not present, and fresh water is again available in different forms. Don't think that 2.6% or 3% is fresh water. That means all these are available for us to be used, It is not like that also. Out of these 2.6%, 0.9% is present as groundwater. In your science book, you will find some pie graph has been drawn. In that pie graph, it is very beautifully given that which percentage is used as groundwater, what is used as glaciers, etc. So there you will find this 0.9% as something else. Why? Do you know? Because they have considered this as 100% fresh water. If I consider this 3% or 2.6% as 100% fresh water, so out of that 100% fresh water, near about 30% is present as groundwater. But what I have calculated 30% of 2.6 or 30% of 3%. 30% of 3% is 0.9%. That I have written here. So whatever is written in your book, that is also correct, and I am showing you in a different way so that you can learn in a broader way. You can get knowledge about both the things. So if I consider 2.6% or 3% as 100%, then out of that 30% is present as groundwater, but if I calculate 30% of 3%, I am getting 0.9%. So 0.9% is present as groundwater. Groundwater means under the ground, that we are able to take from the ground in the form of well water, in the form of tube well, or through the motor you pump out the water and store it in the tank in your house. So that is the groundwater. Now 0.9% is groundwater, then whatever is left, 1.6% is present in polar caps as glaciers. Mountain caps which are very, the temperature is very less there the water is present in the frozen form, that is in the form of polar ice or glaciers. In polar region, the water present in the sea also changes into ice, and that is called glaciers. So 1.6% is present in the form of polar ice in polar caps as glaciers. That is also fresh water, but we cannot use it. How can I use the polar ice? Is it possible? So after 0.9, then 1.6%, whatever is left, now left amount is 0.01%. 0.01%. This is so small in amount. This amount is present as fresh water for us in lakes and rivers. In lakes and rivers or ponds, this 0.01% of water is available. So it seems that it is very less amount of water out of the total water present on the earth. But if this water is going to be used judiciously, this amount of water is enough for our survival. But it is we that we are not using it properly. Some people are consuming more water, whatever they need, they are consuming more, so creating problem for other people. That is why day by day during summer season water crisis is created everywhere. So we have to think about storage of water in the form of water harvesting system. So that I will deal with you later on. Even in class 6 you have learned about water harvesting, what is water harvesting. So in that way we have to think to come out or overcome the problem of water crisis. Nowadays, from some years ago, this water crisis actually has been created, and from that time the people started thinking about how to save water, and on that way we are going to celebrate nowadays every year. March 22 is celebrated as the World Water Day. To signify the day, that means to signify the use of water, to make aware the people about the proper use of water, this day is celebrated. that is March 22. Try to remember that March 22 is celebrated as World Water Day. And year 2003, this was observed as the International Year of Fresh Water. That means from this year, people started thinking that how to judiciously use the fresh water present on the earth crust in a proper way, so that our life can be more fruitful with proper amount of water, and there will be no water crisis. So these two facts you have to remember. So today it is the introductory chapter lesson, that means introductory session, where I have only discussed about the distribution of water on the earth crust. The next topic I will discuss in my next video. So thank you very much.